I thought this was obvious, but apparently people are running Google Ads without running Google Analytics. In 2026, you should not be running Google Ads without running GA4. I spoke to a guy, really, really nice. He asked me to jump on a call because he was having trouble with his Google ad performance. I said, okay, let me have a look. Let's start by taking a look at the account. And the first thing that I always want to do is I want to check the data that's being collected. So I asked him, go into ads, let's go into your connections, let's see where GA4 is hooked up and see what it's collecting. He said this to me proudly. I don't use Google Analytics and I built my own dashboard. And I said, okay, cool, but I need to see GA4. He understood that GA4 was just there to collect data and display reports. That's all he was going to use it for. That's not what it does. In 2026, if you are running Google Ads and you are not connecting up GA4 data, you are essentially running the system blind. Google Ads gives you its own tag, but that only tells part of the story. All of these things are built around AI, and part of the power and the strength of Google's able to achieve across its different platforms is that you're able to stitch together all of these different points of data so that you can train the system and it can learn. You can model out the entire funnel and train it to look for these micro actions. When you're running Google Ads, you need analytics to be a data hub where it's collecting all of the data from Search Console, from ads, from Merchant Center, from all of the signals that Google gets as much as possible so that it can crunch that data, compare it to how the ad performance is, compare it to the organic SEO, and then feed all that information back to your ads so that it can perform at its absolute best, and then feed that information back into Google Analytics to continue building out and continue adding more and more data to that model. Lesson for today, if you're running Google Ads, make sure that you've connected everything. Everything needs to be hooked up.